Hey guys, Stacy hayes-geer. Some of you may know me from yesterday. I was on Greater Boston, WGBH, with um, Jim Cantwell and Jim Bowdy. It was a great show. Everybody there was awesome. I just want to thank everybody for all their support. I have like a million people to respond to, and I'll do my best to get back to you. But what I wanted to make sure that everybody knew was that yesterday I had a hardcore glam squad, and they really did a great job. Today I'm flaring. My neuro stuff is kind of just starting. You'll hear me stutter every now and again, which sucks. And I don't have airbrushing or makeup, so you can see the things that I have on my cheek. So I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm really exhausted, but I just wanted to tell everybody to just keep fighting, and I don't know, we're gonna win somehow. And I wanted to show you the reality of what it looks like. So I'm in bed, and I have my like gripper thing that like 90-year-old ladies have, so I can try to reach some stuff, but I don't really have the coordination for it. So I just kind of throw things and drop things. And Doug fixes it later because he's a saint. And I'm gonna go to sleep. But uh, one of the things I wanted to show you was um, mild palsy that I get on my face. So if you look, I is it it's this eye. If you look, it's like kind of closed. And if you look at my Facebook pictures, it gets that way. A lot of times it gets worse. Not quite like stroke, but kind of Bell's palsy ish. It's not terribly attractive. And right now I can barely, do you see my eyes? Not Asian, very small eyes that I have today. I am just so flipping tired and just beat. But I feel like my pain is only at like a 6 today. And I just feel really great about what we did. And I'm really happy because I feel like it's a step towards Lyme legislation, which is not even, it, 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 it doesn't begin to show where what we really need um, for everybody, but it's a step in the right direction, and hopefully we can amend it and then work toward getting homeopathic treatments which are necessary and effective not only for Lyme but other diseases covered through insurance, and really focus more on curing people instead of creating um, customers for the pharmaceutical industry via vaccines or drugs. We try to take as much of a natural approach as possible at this point because pharma really killed my system, and but we're kind of desperate at this point. So I'd probably try just about anything, and I really appreciate all the suggestions that people have made in terms of treatment options and doctors and so forth. But the primary issue that I have right now, as well as most other Lyme sufferers, is that we just can't afford it. I mean, there's just no money, and even if insurance covers it, the deductibles are so flipping high and the copays are so flipping high. And if you're trying to get, if you had a great income that your family depended on like I did, and you can't get disability, I've been denied twice now. um Even the simplest treatment uh, is out of reach. And that's it. I mean, right now I eat super healthily, healthy. I follow the whole health diet, which is Mark Mancola's book. Great guy, a riot. My husband does a great impression of him, but it's very rigid and limiting, and I miss carbs and dairy and pesticide. No, I don't miss pesticide. Um, Beans, like all the stuff that I can't have now. I miss it a lot. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard, but that's the one thing. Like we eat super clean in our house, and I have a woman who comes. She should be here in a couple of hours during the day to check on me and make my meals and that kind of thing. And that's kind of like where every extra penny we have goes right now. And then, we hope to do treatment on top of that. But, for most people, it's really hard. So if you know somebody who has Lyme, um, you know, it's Lyme Disease Awareness Month. And, when it's, listen, I'm not knocking cancer patients. My grandmother had cancer. She died of cancer. I held her hand as she took her last breath. But for people w- with diseases like cancer, there's like an understanding that, you could die and this is really serious. But it doesn't happen for people with Lyme disease. So it's Lyme Disease Awareness Month. So there's probably 1,000 people in your community, easy. 53,000 new cases each year in Massachusetts alone. 300,000 new cases in the United States. And that is a conservative estimate. Most people think that those numbers are actually 4 times higher than what the CDC, idiots, report. So what I'm asking you to do is it's Lyme Disease Awareness Month. I don't know what day it is, maybe the second or third day. Find somebody in your community who has Lyme disease. Ask them what they're allowed to eat. Say, can you eat, blah, 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 blah. Name 5 dishes you make. Or ask them, what can you eat? I want to make you something and bring it over. Even if they don't even take you up on it, just a thought. Like, there's someone in my community this woman, Deb, who's never met me. I met her husband and her dog on the beach one day, and she brought me lentil soup one day, and it meant the world. And such a small thing like that can really make the difference for someone, especially since so many Lyme sufferers struggle with suicidal thoughts every day because there's no hope. And again, like I said yesterday on Greater Boston WGBH, um, this Lyme legislation that we have in Massachusetts provides some hope for people, but it's a first step along the way. So I'm going to wipe my soggy tears off my face, and I'm going to smile at the progress we've